Hello. Crazy commentary in the middle of race here, but my name is Papa Schmo, and it would just be a tragedy if no one commentated this race. So I saw this right at the last, well, not at the last second, after the last second, and decided to jump in. So greetings and welcome to this awesome race that you all have already been watching. apathyduck with a little bit of a lead here, but both runners doing the Meridia dance that is of the North Korea percent category. As we have seen many a times in this tournament already, this is really the make or break section for the North Korea percent runs and can really change how things go, how Dragon decides to behave. As we're saying right now, how Bot Moon decides to behave. That can even be kind of a sticking point, but susreime taking care of Bot Moon as apathyduck is picking up the Bot Moon E tank. So very, very close race, and it's only gonna get more exciting from here. So we can see how the events of the night unfold for our two runners. If you're new here or if you don't know, this is I believe the final match, and please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna get chat up here in a second. Between these two runners, and they are both very, very good runners. So depending on how these next couple of sections go, we're going to see a good race either way. Just really a room apart at this point. This room here is really can be a nasty room when you don't have a gravity suit and you don't have anything else except your grapple beam and a dream. The apathyduck taking a little spill in the sand there, but making sure not to turn around when they hit the sand. Your instinct is just do a little, oop, I missed my jump, let me turn around real quick. But no, you will KO most of the time straight through to the bottom of the sand. And there is some nice little spikes right there at the bottom for you to make sure that you most likely will just take a death. And luckily both of our runners getting through apathyduck taking a little bit of an energy drain from the Metroid there that is intentional. What both of these runners are going to try to do, and we're almost door transition for door transition. Let's go. They're going to need to do a crystal flash in order to set up this Dragon fight so that they can get out with ease. You're going to see them do a crystal flash and then get grabbed by Dragon's claws, and that will store a spike suit. Oh my goodness. We have a death on susreime's side. Luckily, both runners decided to take a save. We'll see how apathyduck, how their Dragon fight goes. Can easily be... there's so many different ways that this fight can go awry. Very nice, quick kill from apathyduck. And it looked like they got the spark initiated. So that means that they will, yep, got the little echoes you can see coming off apathyduck's Thamus there. And they will have to attempt the grapple escape out of Dragon's lair. Of course, Dragon being a swooping maniac over at susreime's side. Oh my goodness. Enough with the swoops. Dragon, please. There's only one more powerbomb. Okay, and we've got it. Okay, there we go. Dragon being a little bit of a troll, but susreime handling it like a boss. And apathyduck taking a death to the turret via the grapple beam. As we were speaking about here, many different things that need to go right in this fight in order to come out on the other side unscathed. You know, you really have to take a lot of things into consideration, and a lot of it can just be what Dragon decides to do. And this is a showcase on many different types of ways that this fight can go awry. Both runners kind of even now, coming back into this fight after some unfortunate deaths. Hopefully, both can get out safely. We will see. And now apathyduck getting the troll from Dragon. Only one swoop. And once again, a nice grapple kill. And a reset from susreime. This fight is a fierce and fickle mistress. And then once again snagging that space jump. So this grapple jump that apathyduck is going to be attempting here is difficult in the sense that there's a small window that you will have in order to get this upward momentum. You have to have that upward momentum in order to get this grapple jump. And if you do not, oh, the problem here, once again, is that apathyduck got the grapple jump, but has 7 energy left and cannot escape the precious room with that small amount of energy because they have to initiate the shine spark to get out of there. And if you are under 30 energy, the shine spark will just not continue. It takes health away from you when you use it. So just another testament to this fight, and this category being as volatile as it can be. Also, I know it's been like a solid 10 minutes, but I just now got chat open, so I haven't been annoying anybody. If there's been any questions or something like that, I apologize. But chat is now here, and I'm with you all, and we are on this adventure together. Indeed, what a run! This is the showcase on North Korea percent. Yeah, it does feel good to fry Dragon for any of us who have fought Dragon in any category. If anybody's tried to hasn't microwaved Dragon yet, that is very satisfying. But also, yes, the grapple beam strat, another satisfying way. I did not think apathyduck was going to get that, but snagged the turret at the very bottom. We have an X-ray climb going on susreime's side, and you know what, I missed it. Did they not get the flash suit or the blue suit? Or did they just not even attempt it? Because depending on how well this X-ray climb is executed, if apathyduck gets this grapple jump and can spark out, this is going to be about even. Come on, duck. There it is, first try. Let's go. And we have a race, ladies and gentlemen. After all that, watch this. You got a spark from duck. It's going to be the first out, but susreime is going to be right behind him. This should be the last. There it is. Boom, through the door. Let's go. Now we're just talking about some movement. After this part of the run, you know, nothing is free ever in Super Metroid. But in North Korea percent, the super hard parts of this run are kind of in the rearview mirror. So now we're just talking about movement and execution. So sit back, strap in. Two awesome runners with awesome movement and execution, ready to show us our stuff. Their stuff, not our stuff. All their stuff. Yes, that is true. We should be mindful of our feelings and our energy. apathyduck's got 88. Sorry, 83. That cack attack did not enjoy the 88 there. Had to correct me. So this question comes up quite a lot, and it's understandable. What is North Korea percent? Why would we be running North Korea percent? Very odd sounding category. And yes, as others are already chiming in on chat, stands for the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Did I do that right? Yes. And that's the same boss order that is required. So Democratic is Dragon, People's Bantu, Republic Ridley, and Maria for Kraid. So the runners can do whatever they want as long as they finish those bosses in that order before continuing on to Torian and Mother Brain. Nice, nice little strat from susreime coming out of this plasma room here. Pros the pirate to kind of stand on them and then shoot them as they're kind of making their way up. And obviously, as I was talking, apathyduck got out of Precious Room first, but we already have a lead change for susreime. We also have a surprise guest here today in the form of the Forgotten Highway. Forgotten Highway is not generally seen in most categories because it's usually the long way around. Unfortunately, apathyduck, I didn't see it, but I imagine they got snagged by a yapping maw, and they're gonna have to do this little loop again. That's pretty unfortunate, but is a kind of scary part of this room. I feel like I just spam jump while I'm in this room because of that. Makes it through no problem on the second try. Space jump can be finicky. I feel like once I gained the knowledge that the allowable frames that you can use to space jump in water were much greater than the ones out of water, I was able to handle space jump a lot easier, but it is still not a free or guaranteed thing. susreime with the nice little spiky room of death spark. That's a mouthful to say. Feels like a tongue twister. apathyduck also showing off the ability to type in chat while running and making it look easy. I cannot do that. All right, we got a Fantoon here. But Fantoon ain't nothing when you got a microwave beam. Nice fast pattern for susreime. Still anyone's ball game. Yeah, hi Fanny, bye Fanny. We'll see ya. No one's really sad to see you go. susreime, by the way, on the way to pick up the gravity suit, as you can tell through their movement in these rooms, goodness gracious. I think before this tournament, and I don't have a whole lot of knowledge, so I apologize if any of this is inaccurate, but susreime had been spending a ton of time on max GT percent, max GT code percent, and has an amazing run on the leaderboards. And if you haven't watched it, please go check it out because it's great. Spending their time mainly on perfecting that run. And so all of the rest of these categories, I don't know if susreime had done any of them in any real capacity before this tournament. So all of this stuff is generally kind of new to susreime, but you can tell that they've practiced and gotten, just their movement up through the practicing of the GT max percent, because they're showing it in many different aspects here. That spark that we saw, I think, through coming out of grapple, I don't think I'd ever seen that one before, but that may have been part of susreime's GT max percent code, or just something that they were practicing. So we now have two different colored Samuses. Samusot is the plural of Samus? Samusai? Is that a thing? Samuses? I kind of like Samusai. I think I'm gonna go with it. We have two different colors Samusai on screen. Apathyduck gonna take a little wee bowling strike. The 10th frame. Meanwhile, susreime is saying hi and bye to Hellway. None of us want to spend a lot of time in that room. The Ripper said, no, you're not getting through here perfectly. So let's take a list here, or a tally, if you will. We've done Democratic, we've done the Peoples. Now we need to go check out what's going on at the Republic, which is down in the depths of Lower Norfair, the scariest place in Planet Zebes. Feel free to pronounce that in your head however you'd like, but I grew up as a Zebes pronouncer. Rid Public. I like it. Rid or Ridley is a term that I say on a regular basis, on a daily basis, because I named my son Ridley. And you can shake your head or clap your hands at that one, but that is what happened. I do have a son named Ridley. I before we knew if it was a boy or a girl, I was like, well, what about Samus for a girl? My wife was like, no, that ain't happening. I was like, well, fine, it's a boy, it's Ridley. She was like, kind of like that. I was like, cool, fun. Bada bing, bada boom, or something like that. Either way, it's pretty awesome. Anyway, getting back to what else is awesome. This race, and susreime doing a little speed jump through the pillars there. No need for a shine spark. No need for screw attack. Just a nice little short charge and a space jump. Oh my goodness. Did not take into account the health of susreime. Did not see that coming. And we are back at Meridia for susreime, and that does not feel great for anyone. Very nice lava spark for apathyduck. That's a tricky trick to do, especially in a race. A lot of feelings going on right now. Some great, some not so great, but I applaud susreime, just jumping back into it, no hesitation. Let's go. Get back into the Dragon mindset. Nice fast pillars from apathyduck. Apathyduck says, well, that happened. Let's keep going. Let's keep it moving. As we know, nothing is free in Super Metroid. So the off chance that something happens on Duck's side, susreime will be ready to go to get back in the race. And who doesn't like to see another fried shrimp? Let's be honest. Lower Norfair music running through on apathyduck's side. Best music in the game, in my opinion. Yes, Green Brinstar, very great, very good music. It's really a very close second for me, but Lower Norfair just holds a place in my heart. That is very true, Virtucon 22. It is called the worst room in the game for a reason. How about that? Getting that nice flower house strat through there. It's difficult to kind of get that low space jump when you don't have screw attack. To make sure you don't hit those little bat hopper thingamabobs that I don't know the name of. Ridley playing nice so far. Meanwhile, another display to find X-ray climbing skills of susreime and a nice grab up of Ridley there. We'll see if apathyduck decides to grab a tank. It does not look like they're going to. They've got 167 energy. And susreime says, heck with the save. I know I need to go. Heck with the energy refill. susreime says this ain't over until it's over. Very nice speed ball through Wasteland for apathyduck. First key hunter in this room, worst key hunter. It's just, especially if you decide to save. You decide to save and come out of that room, that key hunter has your ticket, has your number, just charges after you. We bid a farewell to the Lower Norfair music. susreime gonna be a little bit cautious. Luckily, going to get a nice set of health from these little bloboids, whatever they're called here, before plasma. Or not. That was not as much health as I thought they were going to get. Got like 20 health there. Yes, so the question is, why is apathyduck's life not draining? It's because they have gravity suit. If you're used to Super Metroid randomizers, that's actually a difference in randomizers where if you don't have various suit and you're in lower Norfair, but you do have gravity suit, you still take damage. That's a modification of the randomizer. In vanilla, if you have gravity suit, you're not going to take damage in lower Norfair or in the heated rooms for that matter. And apathyduck on to into the Democratic Republic, Peoples rather, and there goes Korea. Nice little juke up that one tile gap for susreime. Those are difficult just to, no matter how many times you've done them. It's like Green Gate glitch. Just at some point, it's not going to work out for you. So, well done. apathyduck says, I'm good on the tank. Don't need any more energy. I would just like to go to Torian, please, and be done with this planet. apathyduck taking the shortcut through Meridia to get from Norfair up to the landing site area and then over to Torian. The shortest known way to get to the end of the game from that location. As long as you have the necessary equipment. And a Phantoon. The ghost with the most. The punk with the trunk. Nice little diagonal microwave beam there. Almost got trolled by the flame. I was wondering if that flame was going to take that plasma shot away from susreime. One of the most beautiful looking strats on apathyduck side there. It's not difficult to pull off. It's just kind of a timing thing, but just looks beautiful. Feels great when you get it. And G4 at an hour 25 seconds for apathyduck. Gonna give himself a second to take a breather, make some coffee, take a bath, read the newspaper, do a puzzle, perhaps. Maybe not quite that long. But it's at least probably taking a breather. Getting ready for these Metroid rooms. Torian as a whole. Susreime I believe is going for the X-ray climb to gravity. So they dropped their health down below 50 so they could get a crystal flash, which popped them into a position to be able to do this X-ray climb into this gravity room. Very quickly done. Very well done. Saved them a good amount of time, and they were going back anyway, but saved a good amount of time being able to do that. Nice little tech display there. That's also a GT max percent strat that Susreime does in their run. Again, if you haven't seen that run, go check it out. Just getting over moat is a treat in and of itself in that run. Because you're not allowed to pick up the missiles, and you're not allowed to pick up anything else in that category other than one missile pack, one super pack, and one power bomb pack. And a couple major items, but baby Gip. Not today, says the baby. You ain't skipping me, mama. Kind of what my kids do as well. They don't really let me skip out on parenting either. Not that I'd want to, but you know, sometimes you just need a break. And little babies are just, they're always there. They need something. And the baby Metroid needs something from Samus. Just a little bit of love. You know what I mean? Samus was there when the baby Metroid was born. Naturally, baby Metroid needs a little bit of care from Samus. The baby. So, a lot of things happened. I'm not sure when you left Silvergun. There was just a back and forth bloodbath between these runners and Dragon. Resets, you know, kind of galore. This category just rearing its ugly head during that fight for both of these runners. Susreime, they both made it out of there relatively at the same time, regardless of all of that. And then Susreime, who was a bit ahead, ended up taking a death to a pirate in worst room in the game. Most unfortunate. And so they have restarted. Their last save was back at Meridia before Dragon. So they have since then gone through Dragon and through Ridley and are now on their way to try to complete the rest of this run. Apathyduck is looking fairly good on finishing this run. Susreime is carrying on just in case there is any thing that we all know can happen in Super Metroid. In case any of that happens, Susreime will be ready to capitalize. Yeah, definitely a bit unfortunate. I didn't even take note on how much health Susreime had at that point. Speaking of Susreime's health, it's at 2 right now. And they are doing some fancy work, fancy footwork, if you will. To get into the back door of Lower Norfair. And we have a Mother Brain 2 down for Apathyduck. Sorry, Mother Brain 3. I know my numbers, I swear. I can count, usually. We've got 3 minutes to get our butts out of here. For Apathyduck. Susreime, meanwhile, just showing us fancies. Got a whole lot of fancies and kind of, nagging a little energy tank. There we go. Much better energy on Susreime's side. Nice moonfall for Apathyduck. We see a regular spark. Yes, we will. And GG's to Apathyduck, finishing in first place with a time that I saw on the screen as 1:08:58, and I'm sorry that I don't have the official time in front of me, but GG's to Apathyduck on this race. This was a crazy back and forth roller coaster with highs and lows. And all things considered, we had an amazing race. Lots of deaths and resets. One is probably more unfortunate, but really just a great display for both of these runners. GG's to Apathyduck. GG's to Susreime. I was happy to jump in on comms. I was not even aware that this was going on, and then realized that there was a pretty epic match going on. So I was happy to jump in for sure. Let me see if we can get some information here. See if either of these runners want to come in for an interview. I have to figure out what room they are in. I was enthralled with the race. Hey, we can definitely have somebody here. We have apathyduck, first place winner for tonight's race. How are you doing, apathyduck? GG's to you.
GG's. I'm alright. How are you?
I'm splendid, sir. How are you feeling after that race? Were you watching?
Yeah, I was. I mean, this is the one category I think you have to watch to see what your opponent's doing. Like we kind of made a. He was. So like he banned North Korea, and I just said like lame, because like I wanted to do it, and he was like, okay, we can do it. I'm like, no, I'm just joking. Like you don't have to. Like, but so shouts out to susreime for being such a good sport and everything. So, but he was like, oh, I can't do the grapple escape. I'm like, well, I mean, you sure you want to do this? He's like, I'll just get X-ray. I'm like, okay. So I was like, well, to be sporting, like, because I felt bad just being like, because normally I'd 5 tank it in the tourney. I was like, well, I'll 4 tank it, and that way I'll have like a lot of risk of dying. And especially like the grapple is a lot tighter, and like I kept getting the first 2 times I got hit by Ridley on top, or not Ridley, but Dragon, so it made it even tighter. And like I've been 100% on grapple like for months, and like all of a sudden in the last like 2 weeks I've been dropping them, and like you have so little health that even if you do that little like half grapple thing where you just grab it but you don't extend, it just wastes like such a big proportion of your health. So, and like I always do the 2 bounce thing, which takes a little bit more, but yeah, especially like the fact that I was able to get through the Dragon fight every time, like my fights were much longer than susreime's fights. So it was like, how many did you have? I was watching, I saw a couple resets.
Yeah. Well, first of all, GG's apathy. Congrats on the
GG's.
win. Wait, what? Actually, before I want to know where were you when I died to you? When you noticed I died? Because I wasn't watching the restream.
Well,
oh,
you weren't watching at all?
I wasn't.
So
I never
So
watched.
when we came out of Dragon, because I died,
Yeah.
I messed grapple up twice, so I had 3 fights, but like it's at the very end, so it's really long. I left Dragon. You were in the X-ray as I was leaving Dragon, and then I passed you because I just sparked out, right?
You guys both had multiple resets, and it was just back and forth, and it was like,
Yeah, I had 2.
all
I didn't know that.
cumulative,
I guess.
like it was just a back and forth, like, oh, this is one way that this fight can go wrong. Oh, this is another way that this fight can go wrong, and oh, it's not over yet. And then all of a sudden, as it was going back and forth, yes, you were doing X-ray climb, you were almost out, and apathyduck gets the grapple escape, so Sparks like right past you to get through the door, and then not like 5 seconds later you're through the door too. So after all of that, you guys were neck and neck pretty much at that point.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and like you're ended up being ahead of at Plasma, and then I did the stupid thing. I didn't jump through that door leaving the big Plasma area, so I sunk through the sand, so I had to go back around. Like I just forgot you're supposed to jump through that door.
Oh, I see.
So like you were like that, you were pretty far, and like honestly, like us being even at Dragon, like you're gonna win that.
I actually, yeah, I guess that's what I get for not watching the restream, because after all my mishaps, I completely assumed that you were ahead. Well, especially since you have 1 more E tank than you usually do, as you said at the beginning of the race.
I used, so in PB attempts I'll 4 tank it, but like for tourney I would do 5. So I was doing 4 as like it gives me more chances to mess up. Basically, like the hell runs are a lot harder. So that was, I felt like that was fairer. But I mean, honestly, that wasn't. We didn't have any problem with that. Like we were both fine until we hit Dragon. I also messed up the in Aqueduct. I like grapple jumped, and I was like 1 pixel too short on the last jump, so I had to do it twice, and it was just like
that happens.
Yeah, and like, but we were like, so you were like 20. I was leaving bot wound as you were entering. So like going into Dragon, we were really close to each other. I think you passed me in Coliseum because I like touched the sand, and I had a little trouble on it. Like I did the D-boost strat and then I missed it, and I missed like the last jump, so I fell down. So
yeah, then I really apologize, because if I knew you were that close, I would have saved at LN entry, but I thought I was just really behind, based on how I was playing. So I just went ball in, like just balls in, but then I forgot the worst the worst room in the game strat. Yeah.
Like I know I saw you die a couple times. Like I only died twice. Like the first time I just died from grapple. The second time I got it, but I only had 7 health, so I couldn't spark. so I had to reset again.
Yeah.
And
That's
like the
crazy.
problem was like both those times Dragon, like as far as I can tell, there's always a chance Dragon can hit you at least once, no matter how good you mash. And like the first 2 fights, she hit me, and then like I didn't have perfect escapes, so it was like third try both times. And so I had very long resets compared to like you were like going in and like I think the first time you just like ate a turd or something. I wasn't sure, but like you died pretty quick.
Yeah, first time was just stupid. I took me too long to destroy one of the turrets, and the dragon appeared before I was able to drain my health. Like that was just outright reckless. But all like the other mistakes were pretty silly too. One was just shine sparking like vertically as Dragon tries to grab me. I mean the it's really easy. It's supposed to be really easy for me because I don't have to do the blue suit. Like there's no tricky thing I have to do there. But
right,
yeah. I mean, I was forgetting that too. I was trying to get the blue suit for whatever reason. Like even though I had no reason to go for it. Right. So I upsparked once, and then this third time I died was I did the crystal flash, and somehow that just scared Dragon away. I've seen it happen before to one of the gloves races. But I don't know why it happens. Like if you as you do CF, like Dragon appears to you, like approaches you, and you do a CF, and Dragon just flies away for whatever reason, and that happened. So that was a third reset.
She's not always gonna go right. She's just doing a swoop there, right?
No, it's like no. So she was gooing. She was gooing, and she was approaching me as I was just doing my CF, and my CF activated, and she was in.
Oh yeah, I think it's something like
I don't know why it happened. Why it happens?
Yeah, it's something like I think it's like something you're destroying one of the like I don't know. She's like taking damage because it's like normally if you like goo her and then like spark her or something, like she'll fly away like that. So it's got to be something.
You're right. Really exactly.
One of you had like a solid 5 or 6 swoops before.
I think my second fight I had a bunch.
It was crazy. You had just enough PBs for the.
Oh, you mean the PB fit? No, I think. No, she only ever gave me like 2 swoops. I think so. I was.
Oh, then I think that happened to me too. Maybe I'm just forgetting. I think one fight I had to reset just because Dragon like exhausted all my PBs. Maybe no. I forget. Like something strange happened too. But I was stuck there for a good while. But my fights obviously aren't as long as yours. And it was much easier in general.
It was just the grapple for me. Like both my fights were fine. Like I got through both of them, no problem. And it was just, and like I said, I've been like, it had gotten to the point where it was like I didn't even bother practicing grapple because it was like automatic. And like all of a sudden, it's gotten like a little not as much. Like.
I see. So, I mean, that's the reason. That's what propelled me to get X-ray. Honestly, my little bit of warm up before the race just didn't go well at all. I mean, X-ray eventually paid off, but man, was I just really wish I could have. I watched the restream. So I mean, it could have been a really good race till the end. I honestly didn't know we were that close. I must watch this again.
Yeah,
definitely watch it again. I mean. On all sides, I didn't get to start the comms until I realized this was going on and there was no comms. So I jumped in kind of as you guys were getting into the Meridia stuff, but it was just a great race altogether. Definitely go back and watch it. We were having fun and everybody in chat, so we appreciate you. One of the questions is, and forgive me for not knowing this knowledge, but is this game 3? Is this 2? Okay, this is game 2. All right. Well, when is the next one?
I don't know. Tomorrow?
No idea. No idea, but it'll happen, and it's going to be a category that no one's looking forward to.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm half considering giving it to susreime here. I'll talk to him afterwards, but like just being such a good sport and like.
What's the remaining one?
No, this was I had fun. Honestly, yeah. So this one was really fun. My previous 3 races. Oh, but by the way, thank you so much, Papa Shimo, for just jumping in.
Sure. My pleasure.
I always appreciate your support. just supporting the community as well as the tournaments. So really appreciate you joining us tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, but back to North Korea. The previous 3 matches, I always raced North Korea. Actually, I think I had 4. I had 4 matches, and of the 4, I raced North Korea 3 times, and all 3 times I've been playing horribly. So I thought maybe I should, and I was actually determined to just ban NK% for like altogether after that, but. I know Apathy was putting in some work actually into North Korea, like because I saw some posts on the extension Discord like yesterday or the day before yesterday. So I think apathyduck was actually doing some work, and I mean I wasn't planning to run North Korea %, but I thought
you just cut out.
Maybe just garbage. And so I just went for it, but unfortunately, I overestimated my skill sets. It was a harder run than I remembered it to be. A harder run than I remembered it to be. Honestly.
Yeah, I have.
But still,
unless someone posts that doesn't have a time or time I missed, I have the fastest time in the tournament in this now. It's like a 59:24, I think.
Right on.
So, like, I mean, yeah, it's just like. I mean, the grapple mistakes are going to kill you. I mean, obviously, I saved. That's something I'm not doing in PB attempts too. So,
yeah,
but yeah, it's a volatile category for sure. And like the fact that I've lost the grapple mojo. All of a sudden, I keep losing. Like I had baby skip troubles at the beginning of this tournament, and then like there keeps like being like one thing that like I'm just losing consistency on. It's getting annoying.
It's the if you don't use it, you lose it.
I've been using it. It just stopped all of a sudden. I just got overconfident.
Okay, this is another like weird variable too, because it's just I don't know. Sometimes it just takes an extra amount of like
I had like a rando
grind to
like
get
last
it
week
back.
That I missed it on. I was like, what the hell? Because that was the first time I had like missed it in like ages, and I was like, what the heck? And like so I've been practicing it, and like I haven't been consistent in practice either. So I'm like, well, that's concerning.
All right, so sorry. So the next category is, can you inform me?
Nintendo Power. The world's most boring category.
I mean, yeah. Sorry, it's the one category with the least realm variations.
Literally none allowed. No fun allowed. Like you will do sports fun.
I know. It's the 2 of the most restrictive categories.
I know a lot of runners, even in this tournament, that would be excited to see that. So I'm sure you guys will still put on a good show, regardless of the fact that you were forced to do a lot of things in exact order, but I think I speak for all of us when I say thank you and appreciate it, and we look forward to the next one. Is there any extra cherries on top that you guys want to throw in before we put a bow on this thing?
I guess I'll just say something first. Well, again, thanks Papa Shimo for joining the commentary. It was I mean, we were even worried that this race may not get restreamed, but I mean, turns out the SpeedGaming staff was really cooperative. Restreamed it without no commentators, but then the Papa Shimo, you joined it to just make things better. So huge thanks to all the staff as well as the commentators for organizing this tourney and making this thing happen. Thanks to Apathy for being such a good sport running this category. I mean, I wasn't.
I'm not the guy. I'm the one who bullied you.
I wasn't able to play that well, but I had a lot of fun. I had tons of fun, and I now know that it was a good race. So that's really all I wished out of this.
Yeah, I mean,
out of this race. So thanks for racing.
Yeah, I just want to echo everything I said. Thanks for hopping in comms. And again, I mean, I was not being the good sport. I was the bully because I said he was like, I banned North Korea. I'm like, lame. He's like, okay, we can do it.
No.
Like, I was joking. So yeah, I mean, thanks.
No, it's
good sport.
Yeah, it's
and always
all about. No. It's my likewise. It's always. I think it's always most important to just showcase what the extension categories got to offer. I mean, that's the community we are representing this time around. So always good to have these showcase matches. So of course, thanks for that. Thanks for the race. I had tons of fun, and congrats on the win. Hope to see you in Power.
Yeah. All right, and I'll talk to you afterwards about scheduling. But yeah, thanks, Papa Shimo. GG's again.
Right on.
GG's.
GG's to you. GG's to everybody. GG's to SpeedGaming and all the organizers. GG's to chat. GG's to all the GG's, man. Because love to see it, love to have it, and we'll be steadily awaiting the next run. So it's from everybody here at SpeedGaming and the Super Metroid speedrunning community. Holla at you. See you next time on the next mission. Peace.